Hi everyone, and welcome to my video on Titan jumping. A few people have been asking this after watching some of my videos. How do I manage to jump so far? How do I manage my jump boost? That kind of thing. So here's a video on that. I hope you enjoy. You will hear me saying a float jump. Okay, now a float jump, I will point it out, is when you press the space bar when you're already in air. What happens with the Lion Rampants is it will make you float slower to the ground. Okay, now you can manipulate that to, for example, a half-second float or a 1 second float, or you can do a jump and jump cancel. Jump and jump cancel is very simple. All you do is press the jump button twice. Okay, so if it's space bar, you press it twice. So in these situations, to enable these types of jumps, what you're going to do is you'll jump to jump off whatever it is you're jumping off of. You'll press space again and that will start a float. Depending on the distance you're wanting to travel, you will have to manipulate the amount of fuel you've got. Okay, so I'm on Striker subclass and I've got Catapult Lift. And I'm using Lion Rampants. And the reason I use Catapult Lift is because you have an excessive amount of manoeuvrability and space when you're jumping. Okay, so this first example is on Nessus, and normally you don't have the blocks everywhere. Okay, so the standard path is round there, but what we can do is, if those blocks aren't here, or you've just enabled the blocks to appear and they're not there yet, you can actually just run here and do a jump and jump off. Okay, now what you'll see me doing here is several floats ending with a long float and a shoulder charge. The shoulder charge is basically to get further in the situation where your jump hasn't taken you far enough. Okay, now what you need to remember when you're doing all these jumps is you must be running. Okay, so you'll see me hit shift before the W, and that means that I will be in a running state. And the reason for this is you don't have as much momentum if you start the jump without running, or you're working and you start the jump, or you stop running during the jump. So what you'll notice is that when I'm doing the jump and it's a large distance I have to get across, I will not let go of W, and that will keep me going forward for as long as I need. Okay, so as you can see, that was quite a distance I made in that jump. I'll just jump back up, and I'll show you basically what I've done. You can see me doing double jumps really quickly. Okay, so that's me jumping and cancelling the jump. At the end, I float and do this push again. Now the reason you're going to have to mix and match these, like I say, is for a jump later on IO when you're doing Whisper of the Worm, if you want to do one of the really difficult jumps. The last type of jump, which is also used in Whisper of the Worm, so I will show you it here, is multiple jump cancels, one after the other basically. Okay, with a slight space in between. So I jump here, then I do the double jump, double jump, double jump, double jump again, double jump, and you can see me losing height. Even with my push, I can't do anything about it. But this is actually used in the Whisper of the Worm on one of the jumps. So let's do that now. We'll load into IO and the Whisper launch. We jump across, move in, and as you can see I'm actually moving left at this position but what I'm going to do is shoulder charge, and it will bring me in the direction that I'm facing directly. It will cancel all the momentum of me moving left, and I'll just dash forward, as you can see here. This is also used later on. You don't have to use it there, obviously. Normally what you would do is you would just hit that back wall, bounce off it, and then run towards the thing you've got to destroy. Okay, so as we're dropping here, you'll see me just double tap really quickly the spacebar. Okay, and the reason for that is the first tap is going to kill all my downward momentum. The second one is going to cancel my jump, which means I will drop to the floor at normal gravity, obviously saving you damage. Most people have seen this on Eater of Worlds right at the start, where you have to drop down, so you'll probably be used to this one. Okay, what I just did there, crouch, which will make you slide, and then the dash. So what it does is it will slide you so far and then dash you the next little bit. It's very useful for a jump coming on later on. From here, most people would jump off that ledge and land somewhere around here, but I prefer just to drop off the ledge and then use jump to push myself forward. This part, in general, where you're meant to go is down there onto that red path, onto the big red bit sticking out. But what we're going to do in this example, or what we can do, is we can jump straight to that one, or there. That's where we're trying to get to. Now, just round that corner is another ledge. If we're lucky, we can jump to that, and this is where using the double jumps that failed on Nessus actually works. Okay, so you see my double jumps here, and basically what I'm doing with my double jumps here is stopping my fall speed. Okay, so I want to be always falling roughly at the same speed, and as you can see, I can get right round the corner. From here, normally you would have to go through that wee bit, walk away over there, but it takes too long, so we run and jump over here, do a glide, do a second glide, double jump, glide, and then the jump to cancel it. Then we have to jump onto this little elevator platform. Now what you'll notice is I go all the way up and then start to come down. The only reason I wait to come down is because that jaggy thing is still there. Okay, so keep in mind, if you are dropping, in other words the elevator is going down, then you're going to use a lot of jump, just basically cancelling out that downward momentum. Okay, so your double jump will have to be a high jump as shown earlier. A little side note for this bit, basically you can just run right through it. There's not many problems in here. If you end up to the left, you simply jump, place yourself, and that's you. For this jump, where you want to go is way over there. Okay, normally people would jump to that first one, and then a second platform, but we're not going to bother. So we do a jump, another jump, another jump, and another jump. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that in slow motion, because I want to show you that these are actually floats. Okay, so initial jump, a jump to give us elevation, jump to cancel, another jump for elevation, and another cancel to drop us down. Then I want to do a float, so there's a bit of a space between the two jumps. Float again, drop down. What I'm going to do here is slide, and then do a shoulder charge to take me past that. From here, you can ignore that first ledge and jump straight onto the second one, and it's actually possible to jump all the way over to here from that first jump, but that's beside the point. Okay, so where we're wanting to go is we're going to be aiming there, but we're going to land there. Okay, so we run forward, jump, do a jump to take us higher, another jump to glide, and another to glide. This is where we're going to use our shoulder charge, so as you can see, my momentum at this point is actually moving me to our left as we're looking at it. When I get in line with that circle, I'm going to do my charge, and it will stop all that momentum going left, and it will direct me straight through that hole, as shown here. And welcome to the big green room, as I call it, even though it's more blue than green. And what we want to do is we want to jump in this rock here and climb this wall. Okay, so the first jump's simple, then you have to go in a bit, jump onto that second one, and make this jump. Now, as you can see, I messed up, but I left it in so I can show you exactly how I fixed it. Okay, so I jump, and it's this point here where I realise I'm in trouble. So I start to turn, press W and A. W and A are basically pushing me towards the ledge and towards the wall on the left. With this push to the left, I'm going to be able to jump again because I'm a Lion Rampants, and I'm going to be able to correct my jump. Okay, so I jump up, turn round, jump again, press W until I hit the wall, cancel my jump and land. Nice and easy. That's the reason I like Lion Rampants and the jump that I use. This jump, you can jump straight out and then press left, or you can jump out and turn left and push forward, whatever you prefer. Remember, you will be holding shift so that you're still running the whole time. Okay, and I'll just show you. You can do it even backwards. This is a high jump, so we have to make a double jump here. Unfortunately, I'm not at a great angle, so what's going to happen is instead of me grabbing onto this ledge, I'm going to bounce off it. Once again, my Lion Rampants is going to save me. Okay, there's my jump. That's me straight again. Just keep on pressing W, land on it gracefully, jump to the next bit. Okay, quite a big jump, but it's again just straight up, but I'll show you. There we go. Okay, so we have two paths now that we can take. We can take the lower path or the top path, and we want to be going there. But there's also a ledge there, so I'm going to run back a little bit and run forward and jump. Aim towards that ledge, and made it easy peasy. What I'll do is I'll actually get back here and show where you're meant to go, just in case you're not happy with your jumps at this point. Okay, so just grab onto this little ledge, we'll do a jump back up onto the top, and this time we'll go here, along here, and we're going to end up, that below us is where we landed earlier. We would just jump up here, and the next jump is a high jump. Basically, when I say it's a high jump, this means that you have to jump the second time at the peak of your first jump. Okay, so I'll show a little example. I'll jump and I'll see where my peak is. Okay, so my peak is there, quite low. Okay, so what I'm going to do is jump at that peak. Side note, there's a ledge to the left, you can jump onto that. This makes the next jump easier, but I prefer to just go straight ahead. Again, jump at the peak, the apex of your first jump. And this bit confuses a lot of people because there's so many landings that you can make. Okay, so I just missed the first one. Jump to the second one. Whatever you think you can make easily is what you should be doing here. Okay, these ledges are too small, so ignore them completely. We don't even have to stop. And the next jump is out to our right, and back to our left, and to there. Okay, so we'll just jump straight out, pull into the left. Now, in general, you should go there, over to there. But there's no point because we can make that jump no problem. So we ignore the corner, and that's us. Come round here, and that's the end of the blue room, the green room. Okay, so we're going to go to our right to pick up the next chest. Now, as you can see, normally what you want to do is drop down there and then climb all the way up there. But there's a spot here that we can actually jump to. So, backpedal a little bit, run and jump, double jump and a glide to end with. And from here, we can do our double jump, gain some height, gain some height, gain some height again, and then float. Most people will just drop down to the oracles from here, which is right there, but we have to go there because we are going for the chest. So I'll just jump on top of this teleporter. Normally you have to go across there, round there, but we're a Titan with Lion Rampants, so we'll just go straight for it. As you can see, the first two of those were jump and jump cancel, jump and jump cancel. Then you had a float. Now, you remember that murder room. At the moment, the murder room is to our right, and we can actually make this jump. And this is another one of the times where on Nessus, when I showed you the double clicks, the fast double clicks, we didn't get very far. Here, we have to use a float followed by lots of jump and jump cancels. Okay, so you're going to do a single jump off the edge here. You're going to press jump again and float. Then you're going to cancel it and start dropping, and you'll see me doing my quick double jumps. Okay, so run, float, float cancel, float, float cancel, followed by lots of double clicks. Those double clicks are basically just slowing me down just now. Okay, that's the opening, and I do a charge to get round the corner. Normally you come from up there, and you can also actually do the jump from about there. You don't have to come all the way onto that ledge. Okay, hopefully that gives you some sort of idea as to what you're doing now. I'll have a couple of examples following this, showing one in irrigation in the Leviathan underbelly, where you can jump straight up onto the platform without working your way around the outside. The video after that is an example video of Eater of Worlds. Basically, it will show you lots of examples of the float jump, the double jump, and all that kind of thing. And from here on out, the only time I'll comment on a jump is if I think it's necessary or important. Enjoy the rest of the video. This jump is extremely difficult. If you land on the floor at any point, it will close up the big gap that I'm about to show you in a minute. This is the huge hole I mentioned earlier. And you'll have to manipulate your jump as you're dropping down here. You will have to be going extremely slowly when you hit the edge, as I have just done, and that gives you your entire jump back. So as you see, I slide off and then just jump forward twice, nice and easy. We have to drop down here 3 times in a row so that we can get all the rings. This jumping section can be quite hard for other classes, but we'll just skip it. Normally I'm on Void, so we'll go directly there. If you need to resurrect somebody at the spawn position, then you can get up there too. So, I hope you all found this very exciting and insightful. If you have any questions, you know where you can contact me, either on the Misfits Discord channel or simply below in the comments. Thanks for watching as always, and have a good one.